Celestial lands? You mean the surface? You can't send these kids there.
So that
Kamina's dad died up there.
You handle rejection a lot better than I thought you would.
His dad is still up there. One of his followers died up there, maybe. Most likely not.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with episode 5 of Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann. I guess I can just say Gurren Lagann, that's the name of the show. I don't think anybody ever says Tengen Toppa unless they're referring to something else. How about you go and remind us what happened last time?
Was last time when we fought the mech with 16 faces?
Yeah.
Okay. So we came across a group of beastman hunters who were in felt like fabric cone beast outfits, and they started off thinking that we were beastmen because of the fact of they're gunmans. I was going to say Gundams. Because of the fact that our main characters were piloting gunmans, that turned into them collaborating, issues between the brother, which there was an older brother and 3 younger sisters, and it's not Simone. It is in here somewhere, and one of these days I'll remember it. Either way,
I don't know who you're trying to refer to. Didn't hear a descriptive term.
The guy who was actively refusing combining because it didn't look cool enough.
Kamina?
Thank you, Kamina. So Kamina and the oldest of the 4, which was the brother, very much butted heads, 2 strong personalities. But that turned into them looking for food. They found a fluffy-looking carcass. They brought it back to try and eat it, and it turned out they were all alive. And they had strategically closely placed gunmen that combined into a 16-faced gunman that ended up killing itself by skewering itself on Gurren Lagann's blades. And that was it.
Okay. I don't have much else to say past the recap.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe I've already indicated to you that this is the episode where your character shows up.
Yes.
But other than that, since this is technically, as described before, one of our 0.5 reactions, which is to say I've seen this show before, and it's mostly on you to bring to light anything you see. Is there anything you want to say before we get into it?
Not really. I know that last episode I had a big instance of quit smacking your companion away. But I get it. I get what they're going for. It was just a moment of stop it. Stop it.
All right. Well, I mean, that said, I guess let's go ahead and hop on in.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I am appreciative of the guitar in the opening song.
It makes a lot of top 10 lists of the best anime openings.
I can see why.
I want to say it does. Maybe it doesn't. I would say it and Evangelion are off and on top 10 lists.
Got it.
Sure, we did one on the channel before. Top 10 openings, top 10 favorite openings, and it was on someone's list. Either Griffin's or Shy's. Clearly that's something we could do with you, since the only openings you'll ever be able to list are ones we've seen together.
Basically.
plus Saint Seiya and
Saint
Digimon.
Saint Seiya's English opening is pretty epic because I believe it's Flock of Seagulls.
Yep, that's something people say. How epic the Flock of Seagulls band was.
You know, hey, sometimes you just gotta accept the truth, you know?
I don't know, that's something the man tells you to do.
It's possible for
This
the
is
man
tale
to be
of a
right.
man who has yet to realize his destiny. Simon's Lagann and Kamina's Gurren perfect their combination technique, and the result is named Gurren Lagann. Their journey in search of
No,
the
no,
enemy's
it's not
headquarters
perfected.
continues. However,
You know, we haven't seen any gun.
Yeah, it was. That was the whole episode was about.
Point. I don't want my skills to get rusty. What the hell are you doing here in my gunman anyway? Didn't we build you a transport out of wreckage and scraps?
Yeah, you did, but this is the best place to be when we're moving. That thing bounces around too much. It's murder on my butt.
You sure it's not 'cause your ass is too big?
What'd you say? Yeah, now this is comfy.
Jeez, Yoko, you're heavy. It's like your brains have dropped down out of your skull and settled into your ass, you idiot chick.
Oh, you think so, do ya? Sounds to me like you're hungry. Want to taste my meatball bullets?
No,
Oh,
not those.
snap.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to ride in that thing back there anyway.
The surface
No,
around here
agreed.
seems to have formed comparatively recently.
How recently?
Oh, I'd say somewhere around 400 or 500 years ago, maybe.
How recent is recent?
Bitch, you'll kill me.
Mm-hmm. I'd be pissed if I was the mechanic in that.
They never get
In
tired
this
of
scenario.
fighting, do they?
Oh, that's Leron.
They just fell through the ground.
Just like you're about to.
In a perfectly rounded square shape.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of an elevator shaft.
Maybe? I saw those as more like weird, like standing on the ground in New York. Like window facings.
I see it.
I've never been to New York. This is what I imagine. I'm just a country boy. The tone
Guess it's a
shift
good thing
is
I came around
very big,
first.
very big.
People have come to us from the Face God, messengers from the celestial lands.
Did that guy just say face god? That's a gunman. What a wreck.
Please don't touch that! Don't touch it. It is our guardian deity.
That's you, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yo, forehead boy, don't you have anything else we can throw on the
Your
fire?
forehead
My
boy.
name is Rosyu, and I'm afraid
I'm
that
fine
what
with
we've
that.
given you is all we have.
This place is a barrel of laughs, ain't it?
Hey, don't be rude.
So, did you guys really come from the celestial lands? Are you messengers from the face god or something?
Hey, forehead, what's the deal with these kids?
Gimme, Dari, stop bothering our guests. Go somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm cool with this
I'm very
guy.
sorry. I'm afraid that these two children have no parents. Everyone spoils them because
Whatever, who cares about that? All I care about is what that gunman's doing there.
Gunman? You refer to the face god?
Wait, you don't know what that is?
You weren't any different not too long ago.
What the hell? What'd I do to deserve all this grief from you?
Oh, shut up!
Hey, don't be a dick. What the
Excuse me,
hell?
Miss Yoko, is it?
Yeah?
Sorry about this, but would you mind putting this robe on?
Sure, what for?
Well, the thing is, I need for you to cover up. Your
You're
manner
dressed
of
like a
dress,
whore.
Well, it's indecent.
Yep.
I'm not too crazy about these clothes. They're too restricting. What is it now?
Boy, take away the bare midriff, and you don't have anything left, do ya?
Okay.
I mean, it is a bit creepy.
You are one
Yeah.
Even if it is the clothes she was wearing outwards a moment ago,
bad habits.
adding a layer
True.
makes it a
Who seeks
creepy
this
thing to.
behavior? I would expect Celestians to refrain from such lewd conduct in the presence of our villagers.
Did you say Celestians? Are you sure about that?
Yes. They are Celestians, for they have come to us in the company of face gods. We should show them the respect they're due. What's the matter?
I am down for this, holy man.
It's Ukum's wife. She just gave birth.
But this is good news. Actually, I was just about to suggest to our guests that we go visit the High Priest.
The problem is that she not only had a newborn girl, but she also had a pair of boys.
What did you just say? Did you hear that?
Huh? What's the deal?
Okay.
Triplets, you say? Born to Ukum's wife.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
That brings
That's
the
a problem.
village's population to 52. We have no choice then. We must choose two.
Father
Oh,
Magi, must we really
snap.
make our people go through with
I
this?
like it.
Rosyu, do you not understand? This rite bestows a great blessing. We will celebrate the chosen, just as we did with your mother.
Man, this place is
Your boy's mother
depressing.
got chosen.
Old Jihad village was nothing like this gloom
The
fest.
implication is that
So is it
that's
time to
the
eat yet, or
that's
what?
the needle
I
used to
think
kill
this was it.
people.
This ain't enough
It
food
doesn't
for
get
me. I
cleaned.
need me some meat, my friend. Some tasty, delicious meat.
Nah, you'll figure it out.
You know, I think this may be a grand welcome for us. These people have no electricity, no livestock. All they have here is a tiny pond and a broken gunman.
I bet even a measly meal like this is precious to them.
My apologies. It sounds like the meal was not to your liking.
True.
Excuse me, but if it's not too much trouble, I was hoping I might impose on you to tell me a little about the celestial lands.
Look at you, forehead boy. Does this mean that you're wanting more than the life of a cellar?
Well, for one thing, they have a lot more color.
To get this out of the way. I hate to break it to you,
True.
kid, but gunmen are not gods.
But that has been our belief since long before I was born.
Your people have always lived like this?
No. They say that our lot has improved considerably since the High Priest took over the administration of the village.
This high priest guy, who is he?
Pardon me, Celestians. Please do not test this boy's piety any further. Say no more of where you come from. Your words are too much for our people.
So are you the high priest then?
I apologize for not introducing myself. I am Magin, and it is my duty to govern this
This guy is questionable.
Is that a fact? You're the head honcho of this sorry little dump?
Rosyu, we have an important ceremony tomorrow. Please go to bed.
Yes, Father.
I mean, you remember the name of the
companions should
episode.
turn in for the evening as well. If you'll excuse me.
No, I don't get it.
What's with you?
Are you an even
Not one
bigger
bit.
moron than I thought you
Not
were?
one bit.
I don't like that guy. Not his ugly mug or his attitude.
Hey!
Never insult a man's mug.
Already halfway through.
Yeah, the pacing on this one is interesting.
Technically not halfway through. Sorry, I just checked. It's only been 9 minutes.
Oh snap.
Wow, the thing still works.
Good morning!
Take it for a spin, forehead boy. The only key you need to get that thing going is a
Yo,
fighting
this
spirit.
man's a dick. Forehead
No intention
boy.
of doing anything.
Come on, relax and put everything else out of your mind. Go ahead, forehead boy. Do whatever feels natural. It's a great feeling.
He does have a lot of
Rosyu.
forehead.
Father Mugging!
There he is again.
What do you think you're doing, Rosyu?
Yeah.
Who told you you could touch the face god?
I apologize.
Hey, hang on a minute, old-timer. Just now it finally came to me.
Bro, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
father's an
I've been
issue.
trying to figure out why your ugly mug pisses me off so much, and I realized you look like our old village chief. Right, Simon?
Huh?
And not really.
Really think so?
You and your friends.
Ah, you want to fight, do ya?
You ought to leave our village, as I believe you have no more business here.
Say what? Duh!
Get out. I don't like what you're selling.
Father Magi.
Yeah, he
surely
said
the
to
ritual
them.
doesn't need to be held now. Can't we wait a little while?
Yeah.
I mean, after all, perhaps all three of them won't even survive the first few months.
Please do not misunderstand, Ukom. Those fortunate enough to be chosen receive the blessing of the gods. Now, you must draw, Ukom.
Then I'll draw for me and for my wife and for my children.
Next.
I guess to be
come
fair, his
forward
wife
and
did just
draw.
give birth, so she might not be able to be here to draw for herself.
I fully understand why the wife is not here.
Is there anyone remaining who has not drawn a lot?
Gammy hasn't drawn a lot yet. Neither has Dory.
Oh yes, my apologies.
Do
You two are the last
do not
ones
make
to
it
go.
one of these kids.
Now, my friends.
What do you
open
mean
your
one?
hands.
We're drawing for
If
two.
your lot has a mark, you have been chosen by the gods.
No, I wasn't saying like specifically one. I was saying don't have it be one of the kids.
She won! Hey, Dory won! Hey, so did you, Gammy. Look at. Wow, you're right. I did. We both won. we won.
No, mother trucker.
Huh? I don't understand. What are you saying?
Bro, what he's saying is that he wants these kids to come along with us.
Tradition dictates that whenever our population exceeds 50, some are chosen by the gods to be the gods' children and are sent up to the celestial lands.
The celestial lands? You mean the surface? You can't send these kids there.
So that is
Kamina's
your answer.
dad died up there.
You handle rejection a lot better than I
Yeah.
thought you would.
His dad is still up there. One of his followers died up there,
that's not
maybe.
what's
Most
happening.
likely not.
You leave us with no choice. If you will not take them, then we must conduct our ceremony in the usual manner.
Wait just a damn minute. What's one or two more kids running around? You don't have to kick them out.
To be cast out and sent up to the celestial lands is to be released from all the sorrows this life holds. It is to rise up and live with the gods. It is the ultimate happiness.
That's crazy. Why's it gotta be this way? Seriously, I don't get it. Not one bit. Has
He said the
anybody ever
thing.
considered going up there to see what it's really like?
Come on, mister. Please take us there. What are the celestial lands like?
It ain't exactly paradise up there, I'll tell you that much. No way can we drag two kids around.
Why not, mister? You're mean. Meanie.
Would you please stop berating the ways of our people?
Kami's so
Stop
manly
insulting our
that he gets in arguments
Sorry,
with kids.
excuse me? Look, old-timer, don't you try to be the victim in this scenario. Hey, how dare you?
Don't speak to the high priest like that.
Come on, let it go. It's just the way it is here. It's the law. It's not like they're throwing those kids out because they want to.
If you really don't want to do it, all you've got to do is not do it. Just who the hell do you think I am? I'm Kamina, and Kamina would rather die than do something he doesn't want to do. Now listen up
Yo,
real
Kamina,
good.
you
This
need to
high priest
learn
of yours
some
is a
lessons.
fraud, and he's been spoon-feeding you a load of crap. Don't fall for it.
Please stop this right now! What do you know of life in our village? What do you know of how we live?
Ah, all right, forehead. You're finally starting to speak my language.
Stop this at once. Do not resort to violence.
I don't understand this at all.
Not
Can
one
these
bit.
people be messengers sent from the gods!
Endure this. The gods are testing our faith and resolve.
Come on, man, bring it on.
Stop it, Rosu.
Ah, yeah. The mighty Kamina will take you on. Yo, forehead.
Kamina is what monks need when they're trying to isolate themselves from the world. Dude, nobody needs to sit under a waterfall. You need Kamina around you.
It's another face god.
Yeah.
I have found you, Gurren Lagann.
Simon, Kamina, come on, guys, get moving!
All right,
I just thought of something.
Stop this!
Where's
What do you think you're
Lebron?
doing to the face god?
The gods will smite you.
Yeah, no, that's a great
This is
question.
getting old really fast.
Because if he's on the surface by himself,
ready. Let's do this.
then this gunman just walks past him. Fall in.
Yeah. No, I have no clue.
See, they mastered it.
Yes. However, the previous fight could have gone so much quicker if he wouldn't have stopped him from trying for 90% of it.
Brotherly combining! Gurren Lagann!
Well, he had to stop him. He wasn't doing it right.
No. No. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, he wasn't doing it right.
Another face god.
But how can this be?
No comment.
You guys down
You said all you needed to say.
No, that is not why.
Because you couldn't put it more perfectly?
No, because it's BS.
I know. That's why he had to keep smacking Simone away.
No, you see, you don't train by murdering your friend with boulders.
Don't bother, bro. It's no
Depends
use.
what kind of training
These
you're trying to
people down
do.
here have spent their entire lives believing that gunmen are gods.
Huh. In that case, we're gonna kick this thing's ass right in front of them! That'll make them see some sense whether they want to or not!
Come on, bro. I think you're overdoing it.
I don't think that would teach them anything. If they think the facemen are gods, then seeing one faceman beat up another faceman wouldn't prove anything.
Yeah. The defensive power of this new one seems much higher.
What, you mean the giant Burke face?
Yeah. Bricky make brick face? Yeah. That's so unsettling.
What is?
The way this thing opens.
Yeah.
Father, what are you doing in there? I want an explanation.
For me, the unsettling bit is the infinite pit of darkness.
No, Father Magin!
Yeah, fam.
Man, I do not like
You are a hypocrite.
I don't like you at all, old-timer. If you had that much spirit, why didn't you...
I simply mimicked what I saw you do, nothing more. I myself did not understand the things I was doing. And now I beg of you to please leave. Do not disturb our village any further.
What did you say?
Let it go, bro. It's not like he's saying anything wrong. He's absolutely right. We don't belong here in this village. We should go.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Not one
Don't
bit.
get it. Not one damn bit.
Ah,
Perhaps it's time you told everyone the truth.
And what is this truth I would tell? The knowledge would only serve to destroy our village. Do they really need to know the truth? We do not have the resources to sustain a large population. The first thing I did when I became leader of the village was to decide that our maximum population must be.
I mean, I will
capped at
say,
50.
this is probably the
We
smartest
must not
village of them
exceed
all.
that number, not even by one. If we succumb to sentimentality or emotion, then our village will be lost.
I
For
agree.
me, that is the only truth. My religion is merely a tool I employ to achieve
Difference
that
is
end.
man's being a dick about it.
And what about Gimi and Dari
Who?
being chosen? Was that your doing,
The
Father?
guy who's doing it for good
Yes,
intentions.
because they are
Him?
orphans.
Yep.
With no family, there are few left behind who would grieve for them.
You must be joking. If that's true, well then what about my mother?
This is why I say it.
Whatever regrets I once had, I made my peace with them long ago.
Here, take this.
Obviously, my opinion is tainted with future knowledge, so
You're not supposed to eat it
Yes.
all at once,
I'm
child.
just gonna say I
Live
disagree
the
with you
time
and leave it at that.
Okay.
Rocio, you mean to do this?
I do. I will accompany those children on their journey.
It is more of a...
Once we reclaim the surface as a home for humanity, there will no longer be any need to allow ourselves to be bound by such painful laws. Besides, won't it be easier for you? Nobody else in the village will know the truth. No one but you, so your secret will be safe.
I understand. In that case, would you like to take the Holy Scriptures with you on your journey?
Thank you, but I no longer believe. Besides, I thought you knew everything about
It's
me.
more the road to hell is paved with the
exactly
best of
read, Father
intentions.
Oh, is that a fact, my boy? Well, you needn't worry much about that. I can't exactly read either.
The religion is
Respect on
nonsense.
Well then, this book may be no more than dead weight to you now. Even so, I would like you to take it with you on your journey. Please, accept it.
Yes, Father.
I see how this is how we get the child comedic relief into the show.
Why would we even need that?
Why not?
I don't know, because it feels like it'd be completely unnecessary, considering what's happened so far.
I'm trying to understand this show because once I get to actually understanding what it is, I think I will like it.
I mean, what are we doing right now?
We're going to the Beastman village.
Well, the headquarters or resupply point.
Yep.
Well, you say village, and the fact we're watching anime just makes me think, the village hidden in the leaf. That's like Naruto's village. Villages are a village.
A Beastman's settlement.
You can say like a Beastman's abode, and it would have the same off-kilter feel for me. Well, because mostly, I mean, obviously, because I know, so that's why it makes it feel weird to hear the terminology said weirdly. But also, when Viral shows up, he gives his whole thing of like, oh, I'm Viral of the East, commander of the East Division, Human Eradication Forces. It's like, very like a military thing.
Oh, completely.
So when you say something like village, I'm just not used to like, I don't know. It'd be like, where did you train, army guy? Oh, in the army village. It just sounds weird.
No, I fully get it.
If it's invisible, you want to see it. If you're told not to look, you can't resist peeking. If it's hidden, you want to find it. That's what a man's adventure is all about. Next time on Gurren Lagann, there are some things I just have to see.
Okay.
Alright, well, I guess that's going to be the episode where I find out if the version that we have is with censors or not.
Understood. I imagine there is probably a noticeable difference between the two.
See, I didn't realize this at the time, but I've been informed about it in post. I guess I don't know where I'm looking for. There was that the next episode is going to be the one with cameos.
Got it.
From other people in the Gainax library of characters. So some people from Gunbuster would be in there. Some people from Diebuster would be in there.
Okay.
Not because they're in the same world or anything, just like an animation cameo. If you're looking for the character, you'll see the character.
Makes sense.
Again, this is your reaction to say stuff about.
So, I was collecting my thoughts while this was happening. I liked this episode because it was a very interesting tonal shift, and it built out the fact that this world is obscene, but in different ways depending on where you go.
What do you mean by obscene?
I think another way to say it is like exaggerated.
Same question.
There's not just here's a village, like, here's a group of people, they're kind of religious. No, here is, you need to cover up, don't swear, boom, like, full out. The Beastmen, we eradicate humans. Like, it's very much hard lines so far.
Sure. Okay.
And if that is the case, I can get behind it. Because I now understand what we're doing.
I mean, it's not a cartoon.
Of course.
Like, well, I mean, I'm saying that because it's cartoonish at points, but it's not a cartoon. It's not like random events. It's not bo.
Oh no, I never. So I've never thought it was just random events. I just didn't know if the narrative structure was we're gonna put this wild card within a fluid space, or we're gonna put this wild card within hard lines and see how it interacts with them. Now that I get that, it makes more sense.
Yeah. Sorry, just not much I can say on the matter, so that's why I'm pausing, hesitating to talk and whatnot. I don't want to spoil anything.
That's fine.
Again, my only thing that I want to put out here, and maybe it shouldn't be said, but I want to say it anyway. These people were incredibly right. So, take that for whatever you're going to take it as.
Oh, so 100%. Based off their situation and their standard, this was being handled in possibly the best way that they could.
I mean, yeah, in the moment they are incredibly right, but in the long term, in the future, you'll see how incredibly right they were.
Oh, and I can fully get behind that's probably going to happen. The reason why I say it the way I do is what the guy is doing, despite being right, is putting him in a position where there's a lot of moral weight on the choices he has to make.
Well, remember, he also drew a straw.
Yes, but he at one point implied that the drawing of the straws was just for show, because his son, me by the
not related. They're not related.
Oh, I know, but he says father.
He's a religious person. He is father in the priest father.
I know,
like
but I'm just
father.
putting it in the closeness because he's the only other person who knew. He got given the book. Either way, says why the two kids, and he says because they're orphans. So it's fully implied that it was never just a random choice of it happening. It was implied that he determined that those were going to be the last sticks, and they were going to pick last.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It seems more than likely that, yeah, he rigged a lottery, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel that way to me.
So that's the thing. Even if it is rigged, I understand why he did it, and it's not like he's dooming people to death.
Kind of is.
It is, but it's it's an educated guess, because he sees, here are these people, they have this thing, they clearly know how to use it. There is multiple types of people, and there's clearly figures who would help them and take care of them. If we have to control our population, let's send them with the safest people that we can.
I'm talking about the long run. Everybody that got sent to the surface when these people weren't here.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that I don't know yet.
I mean, like his mom, like Rocio's mom.
Yeah.
He got sent to the surface. There was nobody around then.
I'm sure it's very likely that we see them at some point too. But at this stage, we don't know.
We certainly do not. Can't wait for
Exactly.
that cult to show up.
Okay, so that cult is going to have all the people from this from this village that get sent up. It's going to have his dad.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, your whole thing lines up, right? Kamina's dad goes to the surface, starts a cult with all the people who get kicked out of this place. That skeleton in the ground was obviously Rocio's mom.
Boom. Who was secretly Kamina's mom as well.
Yeah, yeah. Even in the bullshit you're spewing, I can still figure out what the lines are going to trace. Because they are pretty hard lines.
I love a callback. No, that was a fun episode.
Alright, well, if that is everything, then I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Once again, I have been Theta, this has been Justin, we've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.